What's up, guys? 1 second. What's up, YP? Integra? What's going on? Just want to look at something real quick. Wait, do I have it turned off? I'm messing with settings again. Yeah, so I'm trying to get the chat stuff to scroll on the screen. It looks really small. I hear you, YP. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad. Just been kind of messing around. I'm probably going to... I need to test out a giveaway bot that I added to my Streamlabs. So I'll probably be doing that in a little bit. Just see how it works. Kind of the plan is like before ladder, I want to do like a couple good giveaways, like maybe a rune or something. I also thought about doing one where, like for that stream, like whoever wins gets whatever's decent that drops, that sort of thing. So I wanted to kind of test out how this giveaway thing works. So I'll probably do that in a little bit. I just want to run it for what it is. Basically, how it works is like whoever. I think if you chat something in the time of the giveaway, it like enters you into the drawing, and then you just at the end of it, it just picks a random person. So I just want to test it, see how it works. Whoever gets, I'll probably give them like a Bex rune today or something, just for helping me test it out. So we'll see how it goes. Feel like we're kind of in limbo right now, waiting on ladder info. This gap of the game where you're waiting on the next thing is always kind of sucks. Especially with the way the state of the game is right now. I think everybody's pretty much got everything they want for the most part. I mean, there's still a few things I want to drop, but I'm ready for it to kick in. I guess maybe we'll get some news tomorrow. See how that goes. I have a feeling that I think they're going to give us a date this week. I feel like ladder date's is going to happen. All right, so what time is it? All right, I think it's 3:04 Eastern my time. So at 3:15, like 10 minutes, I'm going to start the giveaway thing. Mike, I literally just started it 5 minutes ago. So just getting into it. But in about 10 minutes, I'm going to turn on the test giveaway thing. And basically the only help I need from you guys, the way it's supposed to work is if you chat something, it enters you into the giveaway. And then at the end, I'm going to just run it for 15 minutes. And at the end of it, it just like picks a random person. I'm kind of testing it out to see how it works. They don't really give us any good options to do giveaways, really. I mean, this one seems to work okay. But there's no really good way to test it without having like chat. So we're just going to test it live. What's up, Aaron? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it on at 3:15, which is 10 minutes from now. It's going to run for 15 minutes. And I just want to see what pops up on the screen and see what it looks like. And then whoever wins it for the day, I'll give them like a Vex rune or something. Just for helping me test it. And again, the only reason is I kind of want to do like a big giveaway before ladder drops. I don't know. I might give away like a Jaw rune, or I might give away an Enigma or something. I want to do like one big giveaway before ladder starts. So I want to test this out before then and just see how it works. So we'll get it rolling here in a few minutes. Give people a chance to get in here. But for today's, just for the test, I'll probably give somebody Vex rune. I'll give somebody a Vex rune. It helps me that for this test giveaway thing. Let's see how it goes. Unless you want like a Chaos armor. Actually, didn't get one yesterday. It was kind of unusual, actually. Which reminds me, I need to stash these real quick. Get them out of my inventory. Let's just dump them on the Necro right now. Yeah, right here. I got a low rune I could give away on test server that I actually found. Alright, so let's put these over here. Oops, not what I wanted to do. Dang it. I hate when I do that. What's up, Arsenal? I have 5 trains just on my Necro, and this is not even my mule that I'm holding these in. Yeah, it sucked, man. What's up, Cubba? What's up, Dave? Yeah, it was so bad, dude. I couldn't believe that thing dropped and popped out of a random skull pile of all things. So ridiculous, man. Just making a little room. But yeah, depending on the time frame of when they announce ladder, I'll probably do a couple giveaways. I'll probably either do like a Jaw rune or an Enigma or something before ladder. And I think I'm going to do the one where, like the winner of the giveaway, I'm going to just let them, for that stream, whatever drops, they get, high rune, whatever. With the caveat that if there's a Griffin that drops, I get to keep that. Anything else. I have to get my Griffin before then. If I get one before I do that, then they could have the Griffin. Dang, Benjamin. Were you the one that said that last night? Somebody last night literally said that they had a Griffin drop. Was that you? Or is that 2 of them that dropped last night? Somebody said in stream last night that they had a Griffin's pop. I think that was you, wasn't it? Which is just crazy. People got some good drops last night while I was streaming. So the whole thing's still going. The whole Mojo thing's still happening. Alright, what time? Alright, 5 minutes. I'm going to do one quick run, and then I'm going to turn on that test giveaway thing and see how it works. Nah, I've never seen one. They don't drop for me either. Don't drop for me either. Yeah, to a degree, Aaron. I mean, I'm going to be running solo, even though it's probably more advantageous to run in a group to get leveled up quick. But I think I'm going to go Hydra Orb. I think that's my plan at this point. I'm going to go Hydra Orb. So I'll probably start like normal. You could run fire skills pretty easy. Of course, Hydra. What's Hydra? Level 30, isn't it? But I'll probably go down the fire tree in normal. Um, and then towards the end of Nightmare, start dumping into cold and get into hell. I'll be running the Hydra uh, Orb Sork build. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, there's going to be again, there's going to be so many different things people are going to be trying. It's kind of cool. Scott, I don't think so, man. I think might be some minor bug fixes, but I don't think there's going to be any major revisions. I think they're going to be ready to drop this thing here shortly. I think they're going to announce this week official ladder start. Um, I think they're going to stick with their guns on the changes they made, and maybe address stuff later. But I don't think they're going to revise any of the balance changes they did. I think they're going to just go with it. So, I mean, tomorrow is they're completely bringing stuff down. So, ladder. Well, I mean, um, the live servers are actually going down tomorrow for an hour. So they're pushing something live. My guess is that that's going to be the database changes. Yeah, that's more of a bug though, Scott. So I mean, there were going to be some bug fixes. I think that's going to go on PTR tomorrow. Bug fixes for further testing. I think they're going to push the database architecture changes live tomorrow, but that's why they're going to shut down the servers. So that's kind of stabilized by the time ladder starts. And I think they're going to announce a ladder date this week. I have a feeling they're going to actually set the date, and I think it's going to be about 2 weeks, 2 weeks from now. So around the 14th, 15th, somewhere in that neighborhood. I think that's what we're going to get for ladder. But as far as changes, though, I think they're going to do some bug fixes, but I don't think they're actually going to revise anything. Bo, I'm gonna go Sork, Hydra, Orb, Hybrid. I'm gonna initially start leveling as Fire. Probably start dumping into Cold, late Nightmare into Hell, and finish out that way. What's up, Scholar? No, no, Mike. I mean, when the ladder drops, I think all that's going to go live at the same time on non-ladder. No, Sean. I think they're going to announce it this week, though. I, I guess technically they could, but I don't see them splitting 2.4 into the stuff going on non-ladder first. I think it's all going to happen at one time. So we'll see how it goes. That's kind of my guess, though. I think tomorrow is the database changes on live, bug fixes on the PTR, another week of testing, go live, ladder live, like mid-February. Thanks, Fab. All right, I'm gonna finish this run and I'm gonna turn the giveaway thing on and see how it works. But I mean, we're getting close. It's not too far off. We'll be getting we'll be on ladder, leveling our butts off. When is Super Bowl? It's 2 weeks from it. So yesterday was or Sunday was the last game, so it's usually 2 weeks from there, right? So about the same time. What's up, Andrew? So yeah, anybody know the date of the Super Bowl off the top of your head? It'll be the Tuesday following, I bet. Yeah, so it's gonna be the 15th. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's actually a good point. That would work out timeline wise too. Ed, that is shocking. It's kind of cool to see. I'm a Steelers fan, so it's hard for me to pull for the Bengals. But you know, I kind of got to, and it's kind of cool to see them go. I didn't want the Chiefs to go, so I'm kind of glad about that. Nah, Dark, I probably won't. I kind of had my fill of bosons back in the day. I don't think the changes are enough. Strafe's pretty decent, um, but I don't know. I'm not really feeling the boson. I might play around with it in ladder at some point. Strafe does look pretty solid. Well, see, that's the thing with bosons too. I think I missed out on a lot of stuff back when I was doing cows because all the kills that happened off screen. Yeah, I hear you, Mike. I didn't want to. I didn't want to see the Chiefs go, so it was kind of cool to see the Bengals make it. They're gonna have a tough time against the Rams, though. The Rams look so strong, and they're playing in L.A. All right, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna turn this giveaway thing on real quick. Let's see what it looks like. Start give, and I think it works in chat. All right, so the giveaway has started. So any chat should enter into the giveaway. I don't know how this damn thing works. Hold on. Oh, you know what? I think I have to add like a chat bot to pick up the YouTube chat. I bet that's what it is. Yeah, yeah, Ed, we're in the same boat because we're all in the same division. Nice, Ben. That's pretty cool then. So two of them dropped last night because somebody else said it in chat last night that they had found a griffin while I was streaming. That's pretty crazy. Okay, so that's not working. What's up, T? Yeah, I mean, Scott, the reason I go Sork is just because of the early Magic Find ability. Um, the teleport's just too strong. But honestly, I don't think you're going to see a ton of cookie cutter builds this go around just because of all the changes they made. I hear you, Ed. Yeah, teleport's just so strong, man. It's tough to get around that early game. What's up, Eric? Yeah, right. Happy not Monday. It's hard to say, Andrew. But yeah, I mean, I give it to him. I do like seeing it mixed up a little bit, and it's really cool that it's not the Chiefs, in my opinion. Again, I don't know what kind of luck they're going to have against the Rams in LA. So, Eric, I thought that survey he was talking about was the one for PTR. He didn't have his own, did he? Scott, that might be the case. I mean, there's going to be some people that are just not going to mix it up. Yeah, exactly, Scholar. But I mean, I don't know. I think people are tired of playing Blizz and are kind of liking the new options, so we might not see it as much. Early game, like it normal Nightmare, Hydras are just super strong, and they without without as many fire immunes, a Hydra build out of the gate is actually pretty good. And you mix that with the orb, with the casting delays are kind of shut down now. I think you'll see some different. I think you'll see some mixes. Yeah, exactly, Ghost. I switched off Blizzard as quick as I could. Oh, he made a Google Form survey. I'll have to check it out then. I thought I saw the video pop up. I didn't watch it. I thought he was talking about the Blizzard survey. When you click, if you're playing PTR, there's like a button to click, and it takes you to a survey. Oh, okay. I'll definitely check it out then. I saw the title of it, and I thought he was talking about the one when you submitted notes. Yeah, Orb Firewall's another one, Ed. But I kind of want to mix it up since I played around with Firewall, in this first iteration. I think I'm gonna go Hydra Orb. So that's the only reason why. My original thought was Firewall, but since the Hydra changes and it's newer, it's kind of a new thing. I'm probably gonna do that instead. I don't think this giveaway thing's working right. I think I have to install something else to make this work right. I'll test it again tomorrow. Let me double check. Yeah, I don't think this is picking up. Yeah, it's not picking up the chat. I think I have to add another chat bot to make that work. That's stupid. Or Nova, that's a weird one. That's a little different. That's for sure. Oh, actually, that's not a bad idea, Eric. I might do that. Man, Scholar, you're just going full blown weird. Yeah, I'm just messing. Frost Nova Hydra, that is different. 100% different. I don't even think I've accidentally used Frost Nova. Yeah, it's just that's a little different. Frost Nova. I don't know about that one, man. Let me know how that goes. Oh dear God. I'd be curious to see how that works. That's the first time I've ever heard somebody utter, I think I'm going to use Frost Nova. Yeah, can. I was just messing around with that as just a kind of a visual thing. I thought it was kind of cool. Um, I don't think this
I can't
giveaway
carry
thing is
anymore.
working right though. I'm gonna have to mess around with it some more. Ed, go with the summoner build I had on the video. It's actually pretty viable. Might be a little boring though, because you just kind of hang back. Unless you mix in, I guess you might be able to mix in the summoner with like some sort of um, DP or like a Ellie build, like a summoner Ellie com hybrid or something. The summons for the druid are super strong now. Almost skipped this dude. He was so far down. I'm probably going to mess around with that summoner setup. I'm curious to see how strong you can make it. I mean, it's viable. I cleared all the way through with it. Yeah, I can see that. Scholar. I mean, you might be coming up with the new meta, man. I did watch. I don't think it was a new video by Cooley. It popped up on my recommended, but I think it was an older one. He was going through the different small charms you want to collect for low-level dueling, and I think I've thrown away some good money. Watched that earlier today. I think that was a couple months old though. Seems cool, but it's a bunch of junk. Nah, Ed. Well, yeah, his fire damage does. If I let the what's the one on the ground? That fire will eat him alive. If I let him sit in it, he'll die almost instantly. That's why whenever if you might see me sometimes teleport away from it, it's to pull my merc out of that fire. Yeah, the global cooldown stuff was a big change. I really liked it. Ethereal? Nope. Yeah, that fire hits super hard. Oh, you were the one we were talking about yesterday with the Hydra damage in the in Travancore on the mercs. Yeah, he will die almost instant in that fire. It's crazy, and it's always seemed to been that way. All right, let me look at this thing. Yeah, this thing's not working right. Stupid. Oh well, I'll test it out again tomorrow. Hey, Eric, did you already take that survey? Did you already look at it? Ed, is it like It seems like it's always been the case. Are you saying more that it just it doesn't always happen that way? That some are resistant to that fire? What's up, Ty? Stop running. Oh, cool.
I am overburdened.
Well, now I'm curious. Is there a link to it, or do I find the video? How do I get to it? I might do it right now. I'm curious to see what's in it. Oh, did he really? That's kind of cool. Ty, yeah, I haven't been listing items, but I got some last night. This is like a weekly count on the runes. But I was trying to remember what I got last night. I got some pretty cool stuff. Just nothing that I haven't gotten before. That's kind of what I'm. What's up, Bob? Okay, link's in his description. I might check it out. No, that's cool. Yeah, Bob, he's talking about the one that Llama put together. Not the one for PTR. Oh, really? Okay. That's unfortunate. I saw the video for it, but I thought he was just talking about the PTR survey, the one that Blizzard had out on that you get from PTR. If he submitted it that quick, I wonder if that points to a timetable for ladder coming out.
What do you need?
Yeah, I didn't put it. Unless you're posting it separate. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, the survey's still up though. Let's take it out. Let's check it out. Llama's feedback. How long is it? Alright. We'll mess around. Take a look real quick. Original between 1,000 and 5,000. Probably the same with Resurrected at this point. Something spent on patch 2.4. Wow, more than 20 hours, easy. Skills rebalance, skills feel to you impale. Have not tested. Not tested. I think the poison and the plague are okay. I didn't spend a lot of time on those. Did not test, did not test. Did not test. Boy, I didn't spend a lot of time on Amazon, did I? Did not. Oh, Fist of Fire. I thought that said Fist of Heavens. Didn't test any of the assassin stuff. I heard the fire traps are really good now. Did not. Wow, I only spent about half the time on this stuff. Molten Boulder. Hold on. Underpowered, overpowered. Okay. Feels pretty good. Fissure. Okay, okay. I feel like Armageddon still needs a little bit. Didn't test that one. Didn't test any of those. I didn't test that, even though I know this stuff people are kind of worked up about. Oak Sage still feels weak. 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 I don't think the Ravens are too strong. I think these are fairly balanced. I didn't test the Creepers. I didn't test the Necros. God, did I do anything? Oh wait, I did test Bone Spear. I think those are... I didn't use Spirit that much. It felt okay. Holy Fire, Freeze, and Shock. I bet a lot of people may consider these OP now. I think if you actually built these into like just an aura, not using the gear, I don't think they're OP. I think they're okay. I didn't test Thorns. Didn't test Sanctuary Conversion. Holy Bolt still feels weak. Fist of Heavens still sucks. Hey, Frost Nova is actually on here. Yeah, I didn't test that stuff. Nova felt good. I don't think it was OP. Thunderstorm still feels weak. I didn't test Inferno or Blaze. Firewall is okay. Hydra is okay. I don't think it's OP. Yeah, I bet Lightning's probably still stronger. How do you feel about the strength of the new rune words? Plague. I didn't think it was that OP. Pattern, no. Unbending Will, underpowered. Wisdom, meh. Obsession's okay, and Flickering Flame is okay, and Mist is okay. I don't think they're OP at all. Feel about the cost of the new rune words. Plague. It's hard. For what you get from it, I don't think it's worth the cost. Pattern's okay. Unbending Will. It's okay. Wisdom, pull. That one's... it's a little too expensive. That's actually a pretty good price, and this is not worth it. You feel about the new recipe change set items? Indifferent. I don't care. How do you feel about the new mercenary changes? Oh, underpowered. Underpowered. Oh, wait. Yeah, he's just very underpowered. Very. This one's... oh, the lightning one does the best damage. I didn't really test this dude. But the new set item bonus changes... they're all kind of boring. Need a new ones like not worth it or something. I didn't even bother testing them. I didn't think they were that good. I'm just gonna say I didn't test them. Oh wait, indifferent. They did have a column for it. I did not care about those set changes because they were on sets that even with those changes probably not going to be used that much. Feel about the new. I mean, I think they were good, with the caveat that the red portal instances need more density. Feel about hit recovery with diminishing returns. Indifferent. I don't PvP right now, so I couldn't really comment. Oh geez, yeah, these fill in the blank ones. Yeah, I don't have enough time right now. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna send this in anyways, but I'm gonna fill this in. There's a lot. Oh my God, have you found anything broken that needs to be fixed? Holy jeez, yeah. These can turn into tomes right here. In the currency tab, yes. Did Pez radar look better? I didn't see that. That's one of the moderators or one of the community people, isn't it, on Blizzard forums? I'm going to finish that out later. There's a lot I could do in the fill-in portion of that. Yeah, exactly, Aaron. I could probably write a pretty good bit on each one of those. They're I mean, overall, 2.4 I think was a really good step in the right direction. But there's a lot more that can be done. The Bale loot tables. I mean, the reason why the loot tables are so bad is because Bale can drop every item in the game, right? So they don't trim out the very bottom items. So his loot table is so encompassing that it's hard to get a good drop off of him because he can drop from the very lowest item all the way up. What's up, Wade? So I think that's why if you look at Bale's loot, it's just so there's too much in the table. I feel like if you're looking at a hell difficulty and the end boss, maybe you trim out the bottom 25% of bases that can drop there or something. That might help a little bit. Right, or yeah, exceptional, unique. Something like that, like trim out some of the bottom fluff and make his tables a little bit better. I mean, you can't go too far with it. But I think it could be modified a little bit so that you're not getting a bunch of fluff with his drops. Because, I mean, you have to go through going through all the waves and everything. It could use a little tweaking, but honestly, it's kind of a minor detail. I mean, if I had to choose, I'd prefer they look at other stuff before they even get to anything like that. But again, I think they made some decent strides with 2.4. Work to be done still, but I don't think in totality. I don't think 2.4 is bad. I mean, there are some bad spots. A lot of people are questioning that whole feral druid change. I think that's kind of the low spot for 2.4. I think people can make do with all the other changes, but I think that one in particular, especially if you've main Feral Druid, um, you're not happy. Because I mean, if you look at it, that's the only thing that got a nerf. Right, exactly, Aaron. The shapeshifter thing, that's kind of the low spot in the whole mix. Because really, all the other classes and specs really kind of got a buff. But that would, you could technically look at that as a nerf to that whole tree. So that being the only one that really got a nerf, that it doesn't look good. Yeah, Pallies didn't need a whole lot of help. I mean, it's low hanging fruit at this point. With that's enough. That's the second one in a row of those. I mean, because they're messing with foe at this point, aura damage, everything else. I mean, it's kind of nitpicking at this point. Schaefer's. I haven't found a Schaefer's yet. That's another one I haven't gotten to drop. Well, that's my point. Well, I guess technically PVM or PVE foe is. I wouldn't even say it's not viable though. It's, you can still use it. It's not like a dead build. It's probably out of what's left with paladins, that's probably the weakest one. But I mean, paladins really don't have anything left to really fix. They're by far the most versatile class, that's for sure. Yeah, again, I wouldn't even call foe not viable. It's just out of all the stuff the Pallies have, that's probably the weakest one. I don't know why the Diablo's loot table is a little better, but it's trimmed at the top end since he can't drop every item. So that's why his loot table is a little smaller than Bale. But I mean, I'll go pretty long stretches without him actually dropping anything decent. That's one thing, though, that I don't see them touching is drop tables. I don't think they'll mess with loot tables. I think that's a rabbit hole they don't want to go down. With good reason. I mean, it's... For as much issues some people have with drops, troll, that one thing that D2 pretty much has right is the loot. So I don't see them monkeying around with changing figures or anything on the loot tables. I mean, there's something, yeah, I would like to see change, but the whole scheme of things, it's fine. Yeah, Aaron, 100% they are. Aaron, yeah. I thought is it bug? Do you think? Because the first time I killed him, he dropped me freaking 4 scrolls. I mean, I can't complain about Diablo too much. He's dropped me pretty good overall. But yeah, Diablo can be trolly on occasion. Like I said, I'll go pretty long stretches without him dropping me anything. But that's the thing about the end bosses. You know, they got their special loot tables, but it's one monster that has the chance to drop, but amongst what, 1,000 different items? It's a lot. So hitting, you know, each one of those has different calculations on rarity and stuff. So it's tough. Wait, I forgot to see. I don't think that thing worked right. Double checking something. Alright, it stopped. Yeah, it didn't work right. Pick a winner. Nobody's there. Yeah, I need to install something different to make this work right. Okay, I'll try to get it tomorrow. I'm trying to get a giveaway bot set up on the stream so I can do some giveaways before ladder drops. Who are you talking about, Ed? You talking about Bale still? Yeah, Bale. The only thing Bale gave me of consequence was a Tal armor, my first Tal armor. There might have been some other things mixed in there. I don't remember now. I hadn't run him that much. Wow, they almost burned me to death. What's up, Matt? I didn't mean to pop that either. I might need to run the chatlet in for a little bit. Stop being annoying, dude. Nah, I probably won't get that high. Those last... I've leveled 99s before. I had 3 way back in the day. And those last, like 97 to 99, holy jeez, what a grind that is. It's a tough grind to level. I don't think I'll have enough time to do it on ladder unless that's all I played was one character. Which I plan on doing other stuff, so there's no way I'll hit 99. Nice, man. Yeah, I got pretty good luck with facets. How many people you think mentioned that top seal right there in the survey? Yeah, dude, 99 is a hard grind. Oh my god, that's tough. Just those last 2 levels are so hard to get. Jamie, yeah, that is a bad feeling. You lose, what, 2 bubbles of XP or something like that? It's a lot. But I mean, I did when I was grinding, you know, back in the day in LOD and stuff. I had a 99 Paladin, Sork, and Amazon. Leah, it's so I don't remember the exact hour time frame, but it's an extreme amount. It's a ridiculous amount of time. I can't believe I did it on 3 characters. Yeah, yeah. If you're only playing hardcore, you definitely don't know what that losing XP thing means. That's very true. Oh dear. Yeah, that's actually pretty funny. Well, what's see? We talk about Moon Eclipse sometimes, and a couple videos back, he showed his death. His, I think it was a sorceress. He had a level 96 hardcore sorceress that died due to lag or server disconnect. That's just rough. Towel belt. What magic find? 12. Get out. What's this? Windhammer? Yeah. Yeah, right, Aaron. You lose all your XP if you die in hardcore. Every bit of it's gone. UK, I'm thinking week of the 15th. That's my guess. I think they're going to announce it this week, though. I think they're going to actually give us a date this week. We should be finding out shortly. I hope, anyways. An ETA would be nice, but I mean, I think we're getting close. Almost time to do some cubing. See, that's always my greatest fear with hardcore, that I won't lose it due to my play style. I'll lose it because of a server disconnect or a lag spike. That's what I always fear about hardcore. That's something out of your control that kills you. And that would be way worse than you dying because you did something stupid. I know I wouldn't have the tolerance for that. I would lose my mind. No, I don't think they're going to do it separate, Aaron. I think they're going to drop 2.4 on for ladder and live at the same time. I don't think they're going to split it out. I have a feeling when it goes live, it's going to be when ladder drops. I don't think they're going to separate it. So yeah, I agree with the 2 week from revisions, which I think is this week, which would put it mid-month February, mid-February. So I think that's what's going to happen, but I don't foresee them splitting that out separately. No, I get the whole idea of the. Nah, Aaron. I'm thinking you're off by a couple weeks late. I never played Elder Scrolls. Yeah, that is correct, Matt. Player counts only online is literally only changed by the number of players that join the game. Whereas you could do the command line thing basically and change it on offline games. Well, actually, I think they put a slider or something in now.
Not even death can save you from me.
I didn't even know you could do it on PTR. They might have done it. Maybe they did it through the um, options, because that's where the slider is for online play. I mean, offline play. No, I've never played Fallout either. See, this fire here will kill my merc so quick. Ah, troll. Not that I need another Andariels. Oh, you could actually do single play. I never messed with it. I just went on there and tested some builds. Sorry, man. Too many games, not enough hours. Sometimes you just have to pick and choose which way you go. I mean, you think about it. There's like a major divergence in player game choices. I mean, there's just so much stuff out there that might interest one person and not the other. I mean, I play a lot of games. I'm sure you guys probably wouldn't like, but I mean, it's just how it is. Aaron, I did back in the day. I mean, my last console was a 360. The last games I played on console were like Battlefield. I think I played some Halo 4, maybe? Those were the last things I played on console. And the only reason I had a console was I had some buddies that they didn't play PC games, but they enjoyed like Halo and stuff, so I picked up a 360 and was playing games with them.
I can't carry anymore.
Really? You rolled a J mod? What's up, Dumas? That's crazy if you actually rolled it. I mean, I throw every time I get enough gems to cube, I still have that shield, and I throw a couple rolls at it before I switch to the Grand Charms. So I'm still trying to roll it. But yeah, that's nuts. If you actually roll the J mod, those are crazy rare and crazy valuable. Yeah, me too. 20 plus years.
Not even death can save you from me.
Yeah, J mods are pretty sought after. That's something that holds a lot of value into even when ladder drops. Non-ladder players are going to still be looking for J mods. Deflecting, Dumas. Jeweler's Monarch of Deflecting. So it's got extra block, basically. Basically, it's a four socket blue shield with extra block on it, and extremely rare. Because you can't actually shop for a jeweler's, so you actually have to find it or roll it. So they're shockingly rare. Because it's funny, because you could shop for like jewelers armor. You could buy like, you could shop for four socket armors, but you can't shop for four socket shields. But even the armors, like I don't know, I doubt they're that valuable now. People might still use them, but I'm not sure. But we used to shop for jewelers archons of the whale. So basically, you could get up to 100 health on the armor and four sockets. And those used to be crazy valuable. I don't know if they're used now. This was way back. But yeah, that's why I still got that shield, because it dropped off Diablo. Honestly, I don't think it matters. I think any jeweler, any monarch that you drop could probably roll that just about, a blue one. I don't know what the base eye level is to roll those two mods on the shield, but I don't think it's that high. But just the fact that it dropped off Diablo, I know that it's at the highest eye level, so I don't have to look it up. A 320/20? Jesus, that's crazy rare. I've never actually even seen one except the duped ones back in the day. Yeah, 320/20s are stupid rare. And it's offline. It's pretty nuts. No, you use just 3 Grand Charms because you're rolling a blue item. So yeah, I mean, you're not re-rolling a rare. You just use three gems, 3 perfects. Adam, usually, I think they said 4 months. This ladder. I think somebody said it was they kind of put that out there when they did the interview with Llama. Oh, I missed a boss somewhere. Shoot. Or I missed a... Did I hit this seal over here? Yeah. I missed a... Oh, I missed Vizier. I always do that when I'm talking to you guys. Yeah. Yeah, I got it. Dang it. Dang it. I do this at least once a stream. I'll miss one of them.
Death can save
I'll just teleport away. Yeah, Dan, it does. That's why I only do diadems, because they have like a floor where they can't go below a certain level as far as mods. So a diadem, you could roll over and over and over again, and you'll never not be able to get all the mods for it. I did, Eric. I actually did do that, didn't I? This is true. I did. But yeah, that's why I only re-roll diadems with my Peace Skulls, because you'll never get below that level to where it won't roll certain mods. Diadems can't do that, so they're like the safest thing to roll Peace Skulls on. Dan, you came to the right place. Yeah, that's just nuts. Rolling a J mod is just straight crazy. Grats on that. That's insane. Damn. No, it's that's confirmed. You could check. There's multiple people have done videos about that. That the diadems just won't ever get below a certain point. They'll always get the appropriate mods. Oh boy. Y'all see that, right? Chance of being ethereal. No, you suck. 5 socket. It's just durability anyways. Ty, that's a new one. I haven't heard that one. Eric, I'm probably not going to be farming with Hydra, to be perfectly honest. I'm just going to try and level with it and get through. Well, let me take that back. If I go Hydra Orb, and if I can finish hell with it, it's one of them things I'm gonna have to. I won't know until I'm in it to see how it feels. Because I mean, I guess technically I could go into chaos and snipe with the hydras for the non-fire immunes, that sort of thing. So I don't really know until we're in it, whether I'll switch or try and farm certain areas or what. I mean, there's obviously some of the newer areas that they added for monster level 85 do support running fire, but I think in general the areas I want to farm, I'm gonna not be able to use that build, I don't think. But it might turn out to be different, but I'm not sure yet. Yeah, I'm just I could snipe better with firewall, like sniping out the cold, like the cold immunes. So I don't know yet. CMBE. What is that? A cube to CMBE? I don't recognize that. My best gambled was that Kira's. I mean, when I say best, that was the best unique I rolled. I haven't really gotten. I got a decent pally circlet. Um, I got a 220 pally circlet. The stats on it were okay, but it's a 220, so that one was a pretty good gamble. Cruel matriarchal bow of evisceration. Was it, I'm assuming it was probably a +3 then. What do you do with that? Cruel matriarchal. What's up, Cruz? I'm trying to think of the use for that. So cruel is high ED, right? What's evisceration? Yeah, I'm trying to think what that is. I think cruel is like high ED. Matt, probably it's probably going to be Hydra Bow. I mean, let me back up. You probably want to use that for, of course, the Act 1 Merc if you want to do that. And then I guess it's the same thing. It's probably going to be a GMB if you want to use it for your Amazon. It's probably going to be no different than Faith. Well, no, Faith is going to be different because you want to use a great bow for Faith, and you can't do that for Mist. Dan, I got you. Now, Mist is 5 socket. That's why you have to go to Hydra. That's the problem. I mean, it would be great. It would be awesome in a great bow, but great bows only go up to 4 sockets, so that's where the problem lies. Hydra bows are a little slower. Yeah, okay, Eric. I thought you were talking about currently. That's why it was throwing me a little bit. Yeah, there was a lot of that stuff back in the day. I remember hunting for blue Zerkers and blue fang knives and all kind of stuff that just don't have a use nowadays. But back then, they were like really sought after. Yeah, Insight. Yeah, you could throw in like a great bow or something. Yeah, the 6 socket staves for the Obsession, well, you're still going to have a harder time finding a Zod rune if you're actually trying to find. But you do have some variety in the bases you can find. You know, that'd be kind of cool. No, I got you, Eric. Yeah, that was some of the cool stuff back then before the introduction of a lot of the rune word stuff. There was some really cool blues that weapon-wise that people look for, that not so much now. Rares are still a thing, you know. You get some crazy rares that are still sought after, but a lot of the rune words killed, like Grandfather. That unique used to be awesome, but it's kind of meh now. It's cool to find it, but it's not that useful. And so a lot of the weapons. It's unfortunate, but I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, Scholar, that would make for some interesting ideas. Yeah, Matt. It's like the game just dropped and it's brand new and everybody's starting from scratch. That's basically, it's like the D2R launch day again, hopefully without the server issues. Probably should look at that. Get out of here. We did have a vortex shield drop yesterday with a solid 6 resists on it. Oak, I think they still drop. I don't think people look for them anymore. That's the thing. Matt, when the season's over, it just merges into your offline non-ladder stuff. There is some question as to whether it's just the items or the characters themselves. I think everything's going to move over like it did before. But they haven't technically said, so maybe they'll give us some info exactly whether they're going to make any changes on how ladder works. Yeah, it's probably it could be definitely be one of the rarest. Because Exile Shields just in, or not Exile, Vortexes just in general are rare, extremely rare. Then to get an Ethereal, and then to get one with 45 resist is just crazy. Imagine getting a 4-socket one that's superior. That just puts it all the way at the top, probably.
Not even death can save you from me.
Ooh. Unique ring. Didn't even notice it sitting there. Should I ID it? I'll go ahead and ID it since I found it on stream. Let's see. Not going to be a man all this time. I hadn't found a dwarf star in a while. I think it's going to be a dwarf. Dwarf star. I'm too good at this game. That's too funny. No, the rares have not. I have not. I've gambled a couple decent ones, but I have not found any decent rares. Not even close to good. Like these kind, I won't look at, but like elite weapons, I'll take a look at. But like the Claymore, even though it could be technically upgraded, I don't ever look at them. Dwarf Star's a good ring, you know, for certain builds, especially if you're running a a gold find in Travancore. That's the ring to run. We're actually getting pretty close here. A lot of these I need to cube up. Oh, you're right. I did forget about that 5 NATO pelt I found. I still have that. I checked the other day and it was still. I had it on one of my mules. I found that so early. I forgot all about the stupid thing. Now people are gonna be hunting like 5 Armageddon or fissure pelts or something. Oh wait, well now flickering flame's gonna take. Well, no, I don't know. Would you go a 5 skill fire pelt of some sort, or would you go with flickering flame? Baldur's Gate, man, you're going way back with me. Holy jeez. I hadn't even heard the name of that game in so long. Baldur's Gate. Wow. I was playing video games where you had to change out the discs to go to the next part of the game. And I'm not talking about the CDs. I'm talking about like 3.5 floppies. Yeah, you can. I'm talking like original Baldur's Gate stuff. I played those stuff way back. No, Matt, you can only use Larsic Quest on superiors, and it's always going to give you max socket count when you do that. You think so, Oak? Over like a 5, like say for instance you're using Fissure or Armageddon, like a 5 skill Armageddon pelt, because you can still get that with 2 sockets technically. That's true. I keep forgetting that we could get the 3 socket pelts with good skills on them, and then put flickering flame in it. Yeah, that I forgot about that. That could open up some really crazy helmets. Real crazy helmets. Look, Tal's mask. I haven't actually gotten one of those in a while. Seems like Tal mask I used to get like multiples in a set of runs. Actually, I hadn't seen them in a while. Yeah, no, the fire druid stuff, I thought they were amazing changes. I just wish they'd make some adjustments just in general how fire works. Or how the, because I think out of all the mobs in hell difficulty, I think fire immunes become the kind of the highest. Watch, this is going to be like 45 resist. Nope, it went the other way. Cool. I've found some decent rare rings. I've gotten some of those that are pretty good. Yeah, YP. I, I I feel the same way, dude. Ever since that one popped out of that stupid skull pile, I'm like, every one that I notice, I hit immediately. Damn, that locked me down. What the hell? Let's go back through. Yeah, I hit all the destructibles now. Usually I don't skip them, but I don't. If I see one now, I will not. I'll make an effort to hit them. That was just so annoying that that happened on PTR. For those that hadn't seen it, I did that druid video yesterday on PTR showing like the summoner skills, and the very first skull pile, I hadn't even gotten into River Flame. It was like right before you actually got into the first section of it, and I hit that skull pile and a freaking low rune popped out. I don't know that I've tested all of them. For Hydra, I would probably... I kind of like the one in Act 3 in Flare Jungle, because you could just cast the Hydras down the hallways and stuff. Yeah, I cursed when that low rune popped out. I literally did. Really, Leah? I've found quite a few of them. Just already 4 socket on the ground. Yeah, Swampy Pits. I think that's what it's called. That I like that one for the Hydra because you know there's so many turns and hallways in that one. You could just throw the Hydras out ahead of you, and it just kills everything, and then you just go in and collect stuff. That one was kind of cool. I did go into Abaddon, the first red portal in Act 5. And that was pretty disappointing. And I think they're all pretty much the same. So the 3 or 4 of them that are in Act 5, they're kind of, yeah, whatever. And the one, Stony Tomb, is that? The first one in the first area out of Act 2? That one's not bad. Ryan, my favorite one was the Summoner Druid. I actually had a lot of fun with that. The Summoner Druid got some really nice buffs. Yeah, I kind of have a southern accent. I live in North Carolina. Yeah, Oak, I didn't even think about the PvP aspect of that because you got 5 of them flying around hitting really, really hard. They do. They hit really hard. Just to change it up. I mean, the Summon Druid has been like a nothing for so long, and now it's actually pretty viable. It's kind of cool. Just a change of pace. I even said in the video, if you like the Summoner Necro, you'll probably like this one. And there's not as many ads to manage. There's like 5 wolves if you go the wolf route, and 5 ravens. And you know you keep your sage up. I mean, I guess you could throw like poison creepers in there or something, but it's just not as many ads to manage. And they're like the wolves are real tanky and do decent damage. The ravens are just crazy damage. Yeah, I played some PoE for a while. I hadn't touched it since I got back into the D2 mindset. But yeah, I played PoE for a while. And then they're doing a good job of keeping up with new stuff to the game. I mean, they put out their seasons regularly, so they've done a good job keeping PoE fresh. I'm hoping they're going to do that with D2R. So we'll see. They're the latter season's about to drop, so we'll see how much they keep up with it. Yeah, the ladder's going to be where it's at. What's up, driving? Yeah, I'm thinking, and there's varying opinions, right, Aaron? But I think I think it's going to drop in a couple weeks. I think it's going to be mid-February. Aaron seems to think it might be like towards the end of the month. I don't think they're going to hold it that another full month, though. I think that's going to be too long. They'll get corporate pressure to go ahead and drop it. It is still run by Activision, so they're going to be pushing them to get it out the door. Again, I think we might know this week. I think they're going to give us a date. Be it the end of the month or the middle of the month. I think they're going to give us a date this week. Wow, pretty dense one. Yeah, PoE does did add a lot of stuff, and like it's again, that just keeps things fresh because they keep building on it, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I think it's going to be out right after. Yeah, I don't know about Diablo 4. I'm not excited yet. I hear you, Aaron. Hold on, I want to look at the calendar. So, the 14th is a Monday. So no, it won't do it on a Monday regardless. They'll drop it on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. So you're good. It's going to be the 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th. Yeah, I think D4 is already going to be in kind of that time, that kind of that type of game. So I don't. We'll see. They might surprise us. Who was it was telling me yesterday that their wife gets that whole week? Hey, what's up, Dad? My dad's on that. Donald Shaw's my dad. Summoner Druid. I think you'll like it. Say hey to my dad. Yeah, Sork's always going to be OP for starter. There's just no getting around it.
Not even death can save you from me.
Necro's fun. If you're having fun with the Necro now, then yeah, that's a good one to play in ladder as well. The summoners are going to be really strong. They already are, but even strong, even stronger. Yeah, Scholar. That's the thing. I've just seen bits and pieces. The play style. I think what got me was it looked like D3 a lot, and I think that's probably what a lot of people are basing it on because they haven't really released a ton of info on it, but it looks like D3. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's one of those things where you associate it with D3 when it looks like it. So I think that's all that is. Get off me. I forget who was doing the videos on the upgrading all the set items. It's like Ginger Gamer or something. Does that sound right? But he upgraded the Saigon set all the way up, and like the strength requirements for that stuff was so crazy. It was like for like the Saigon shield or one of the pieces, it was like 217 strength requirement. It was kind of neat though to see it. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Hammerden's always going to be. I don't even think that's a sleeper, to be honest with you. I think that's a pretty solid starter build always. I mean, the only thing you kind of miss out on early is the teleport stuff. But like you're saying, if you just farm like Trap and Call or something, it's a good starter build. It's just all about where you want to farm. We got a good density map here. Maybe we'll get a rune drop. Oh yeah, 100% driving. I agree. I'll play it. Um, just yeah, I think D3 just soured a lot of people's impressions of them coming out with new versions. So people are going to be extremely cautious. And you know, it might turn out to be an awesome game. It's just D3 soured a lot of people. I mean, it did. Yeah, exactly. It didn't have a lot of replayable factor for me. I went back on occasion, but I never stayed that long. Yeah, again, PoE is good.
Not even death can
And honestly, I think it was inspired by Diablo 2 specifically. And when D3 came out and it was such a mess, I was trying to remember the timeline. I don't. PoE wasn't out when D3 launched, was it? Oh yeah, no, I don't. Again, I like, and honestly, I kind of like the complexity of PoE, and I think that was something people were kind of looking for instead of dumbing games down and making them too simple. The complexity of the skill globe or whatever you want to call it I think that a lot of people actually like the complexity of it. Yeah, I mean, D2 is just one of those, and you know, honestly, it hasn't changed that hardly any, but people just keep coming back. Really? They thought D3 was. You know what? I kind of remember that, Mamba. Now that you mentioned that, I do remember. There was something about people didn't like that. They thought the end bosses were too hard or something. It sounds really familiar. Oh, I didn't even know there was a PoE 2 being worked on. That's kind of cool. That's pretty cool. I'll probably play it when it drops, for sure. I might have to look into that. I didn't realize PoE's been out that long already. That's crazy. 2013. It's already been 9 years since PoE came out. Where does it all go? That's nuts. Ten acts. Wow. I think the last I played it was like 5 acts or something. Maybe even just 4. It's been a while since I played it. I'm gonna switch the Chatlet in after this one for a couple full runs. Yeah, it could happen, dude. I mean, yeah. One of them lull times, like in between ladder seasons or something. I mean, this is by far one of my favorite games, but you know, we're kind of in that position right now. But if it weren't for the fact that you know, we're probably going to be getting ladder here shortly. Um, and again, I might throw it into my Friday night rotations as well. What's up, Lauren? So I just started this past Friday night. I threw just ran. We played Overwatch Friday night, and it was actually pretty fun. So that's going to be kind of a thing. We're going to probably try some different games out on Friday nights. That then, you know, might throw it in there and just look at it. I don't really have a hype list right now. Um, there's not a lot on the horizon that I'm really hyped for. I mean, the way games have been dropping lately, I'm like real cautious about, you know, any of that, because you know I was really hyped for Battlefield 2042, and it was absolutely a dumpster fire. Um, I don't know. I don't get hyped about them now. Dying Light. I kind of remember the. I don't think I played the first one. Yeah, I'm really would like to see them really make D4 into something amazing, and they could. It's just again that optimism is down. I mean, especially with all the big companies now, when they drop games, they just are not good. They just are. They're not doing a good job releasing games these days. I mean, I'm a little hyped to see what Blizzard will do with a survival game that they announced, but that's like years in the making. And maybe, with a different corporate vision, maybe Blizzard can push out a good game again. Yeah, that's true. Keep your expectations low, and then you'd be surprised when it happens. Actually, I didn't play Reforged. I heard it was not a good release, and D2R's release was not smooth by any means. But I mean, at least the game itself is good. But they had all the server issues, and it was not a good release. Yeah, which is unfortunate because I love StarCraft. That's one of my favorite games. That's up there with D2. I'd probably put the original StarCraft. Um, what's the X pack to the original StarCraft? Brood Wars. Those games. Oh my God, they were so good. Yeah, don't even get me started on movies. I couldn't even see. Yeah, exactly. There hadn't been a good movie released in forever. But yeah, that series when they had D2 out, and then they released StarCraft and then Brood Wars, those were so amazing. Those games were just crazy good. Let's play the chatlet in for a little bit. Do some full clears. Yeah, I had said that actually on another stream that StarCraft Universe MMO would just be crazy good. Yeah, Abraham, that's not wrong. Because yeah, I think a lot of people turned to that after D3 was such a dumpster fire. Yeah, that's pretty cool, rats. Yeah, you're right. I mean, before D2R came out, there's still a ton of people playing the original D2, which the graphics are 20 years old, but people are still playing it. It wasn't too bad. We got some snow, but it wasn't like horrible, like shut down everything type weather. It was for here. It was kind of a mid tier storm. It wasn't that big of a deal. We were expecting a lot more out of it, but it did drop some snow on us. This is my chatlet, and this is actually a full-blown Auridon on live. This is not PTR. But this dude will be exponentially stronger when 2.4 drops. don't recognize Dungeon Keeper. Is that an old one? I feel like I should know what that game is. And maybe I do, I just don't. It's not jarring any memories. Lorian, I have a 1 Magic Find Grand Charm. I found it yesterday. I kept it too. Scholar, did you actually just find more traps finally? Three feet of snow? Where are you at? Holy jeez. Three feet? You gotta be in Canada. See, my Oridon doesn't hammer like PTR right now, but it still does pretty good. I could just run back and forth and stuff will die. Jesus, that's crazy. Oh, ouch, Dumas. Yeah, y'all are still getting it then. I haven't even looked at the forecast. I don't think we got anything coming our way. We're kind of lucky. A lot of the stuff flows north of us, but on occasion we get hit pretty hard. But it's like once or twice in the winter. We don't get a ton of stuff. This character's my Chatladen. I could just look at chat and just stand there and let his aura kill stuff. Rats, I got that a lot, honestly. Which I guess is technically a good thing, right? The only thing with this character is I had to give up my Enigma for the dragon armor. So I don't have teleport available, which kind of sucks. But I can still just do this. What's up, Scrunchy? Ah, yeah, there you go, Dumas. That'll do in a pinch, right? This is my run in a circle character. That's a good thing, right? I'm 53, Rats. I don't mind saying. I've said it, and people ask me a lot. Yeah, and again, this is not, that the R's are going to be a lot stronger with 2.4. So it's going to be like one or two pulses and everything's just dead. But right now it is pretty strong, but it's actually going to be a lot stronger. Yeah, Zilork, that's how I feel. Yep, Dumas, it's just a number. Tell him, Cosmic, hit that like button. Alright, so let's look at this. If y'all hadn't seen the gear on this dude, this is super expensive to make. It doesn't tell you because it's from the items, so you don't actually, you have to get looking on a calculator, and it won't show you, because if you look how this is set up, if you look at the skill trees, I don't have any points in Holy Shock. So you can't tell by the skill because everything's from the items. Even though I have a point here, it's not the true damage from the aura, because there's no way to hover over the aura because it's coming from Dragon, and Hand of Justice gives me level 30 Holy Fire, and Dream Helm and Dream Shield give me level 30 Holy Shock. So there's no way to Ginger, what's up, man? Appreciate you stopping by. So there's no way to actually see the damage pulse. You can't hover over anything and actually see how much damage is coming out. But this is the kind of the build that they're showing on PTR that people are all going crazy about. But it's always been a thing. It's just going to be a lot stronger. Ginger, we were just talking about your video earlier about the upgrading of the Saigon set. So this is what I call my chatlet in, because I don't really have to pay attention a whole lot. So I can actually just talk to you guys while I'm killing stuff. And even with just a few points in zeal and sacrifice, this thing's stupid strong. Let's see what it does to Diablo. It's like half a dozen hits. It's pretty ridiculous. But again, this is going to be like ridiculously stronger with 2.4. It's so crazy. No, they're changing the Saigon set to where you can upgrade it to the next tier. They didn't actually change the set. This is my real character. This is on live. I built this a couple weeks ago. Dang, I hear you got a Schaefer's. I still haven't got a Schaefer's to drop. You like that, Lauren? I thought people would get a kick out of that, putting those light plate boots on. I can. You want to see cows with it? Cows is crazy. Hold on, we'll get over here and grab a leg. Ginger, I actually hadn't heard that. You talking about on PTR? It could be the case because it's like stupid damage on there right now. I don't think they're going to touch it though, to be perfectly honest. I think they're just going to leave it. messed with it some. I didn't do the 3-piece dragon though. I just did the Arden build with the dreams and the 2-piece dragon, or not 3-piece. The dragon and the Hand of Justice. But I mean, it definitely is crazy hard.
I can't carry it.
I hadn't heard anybody say anything about it being bugged though. Oh crap! I forgot I had all this stuff in here. I found that yesterday. That was kind of a cool drop. Don't see it very often. Let's dump this stuff. Too many gems. Forgot to clear this guy out yesterday. What do you think though, Ginger? You think they're actually going to adjust the aura stuff? I don't think they are. I think they're going to leave it and cut it loose live. I think we're going to see some minor bug fixes for PTR tomorrow, but I don't think they're going to make any adjustments as far as the class changes. Yeah, Danish, once you get used to it, you get quicker. I think number 3 is going to be it, man. I think Blizzard in general is starting to shy away from nerfing stuff. I think the changes to the auras, I think they're just going to leave them as is. Because if you base it off of this setup with the Arden, either with the dual dreams or the 2 dragons and a Hand of Justice, I mean, that's so expensive to build. I don't know that they're going to mess with it. I mean, they could. I'm just not seeing it. All right, this is cows. So again, this doesn't pulse like the it does on PTR now, but I can literally just run around these dudes and they'll just die. Like on PTR, this is like 1 or 2 pulses and everything's dead. So I don't. Here's the one thing I will say about the aura changes, though. I don't know why they actually did them. I don't know where there was a complaint that the auras were too weak. Is it really a... I mean, I get that people are looking at it as a nerf. Well, I guess there's really not another way to look at it. I don't know why they even messed with that. I feel like messing with that just in general was not needed. I mean, the other changes definitely were. Like the fire stuff they needed to do. The summoner stuff they needed to do. Why they even touched that, that's beyond me. Yeah, I mean, I get that to a point. I guess if they're wanting that to be more of a used skill, I could kind of see that with the auras. But I mean, it was okay. I mean, you could run a Tesladin build as a Zealer, and I think it's a pretty strong build without the items. Yeah, but I think that's more just a fire thing. I think fire in general needs help. I think they need to look at just fire damage and how, especially going into hell difficulty, because I mean, let's face it, fire in any of the skills, even the fire changes they make now, unless you go some sort of hybrid builds with the fire, they're still not that viable in hell except for certain farming spots. But I think that's just like the first step. I think they're going to do some more tweaking with the fire stuff. Troll, sacred armor. So yeah, even with this setup now with cows, you could just run around, watch stuff die. I just hate cows in general. Yeah, this build just in general is kind of strong already. I mean, I get the whole point of dealing with the native auras without looking at items. But again, I think like the Holy Shock setup was already fine. I don't think they really needed to mess with it. Yeah, Holy Shock is pretty good. I think people are just kind of looking at it from this aspect of having this setup and thinking it's OP. And I don't think you could really look at it from that point of view. You got to kind of look at it from the native skilled effects. Because people that are going to have this build is probably 1% of the population. I mean, it's pretty stupid expensive to make. So not a lot of people are actually going to have this. What's up, Mark? Yeah, I would agree with the attack rating stuff. 100%. No, builds don't affect drops. It's just a lot of my drops are like this. Then I'll get into a good run and get some stuff. I mean, stuff dies quick enough, but it's cows. I don't like cows. I always have a lot better luck just doing chaos. Yeah, I didn't actually look at it on the higher player counts. I still don't think they're going to touch it though, just because of the gear expense of it. Who was talking about that though? It might have been Cooley that was saying something about that's kind of not a great way to look at it, because on non-ladder eventually people can get to the point with this stuff. And I kind of get his point on that. Okay, I'm leaving cows. I don't like cows. See you, man.
Greetings.
Yeah, screw double shifts. Yeah, rats. It does get boring. I like to throw it in there just to do a couple full clears in chaos, but then I go back to my sork. It's kind of a trolley build, and a lot of people that haven't seen it, it's kind of interesting. But yeah, I prefer to just hit stuff and run on through. I try and do a couple full clears in chaos in between all my seal popping. So I've started switching to this guy to do it. I don't have to pay attention a whole lot except looking at the loot. What'd you get, Lapoo? Did you get something today? Or just now? Well, yeah, there's some builds that you just can't not be doing stuff. This one is not one of them. Well, you've had pretty good luck, man. You've gotten some decent drops here lately. I'll give you that. Ladder is basically a reset of the game where everybody starts from scratch and they're adding new stuff for ladder. You don't lose what you have now, but a lot of people like to play ladder just to start over. And everybody's kind of in the same starting spot. That was to Robin. No, I get you, man. I mean, it's just slow walking through and just killing stuff. It gets boring pretty quick. It's just kind of funny to watch, to be perfectly honest. That's the only reason why I even built this. It was almost like a troll build. It is pretty expensive, though. Mark, I don't know. I might have enough points to do it. I'd have to look at the tree and see if it would be viable. Because you got to max 60 points into defensive auras to get the synergies for both of these. You got to get Holy Shield. Well, I guess technically you don't. You're not getting hit a whole lot. You might be able to do it. I'd have to do the numbers on it. I don't know if it's going to be enough points in foe to where it really actually do that much damage. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't, I don't know that you'd gain a whole lot from foe, to be perfectly honest. Because it's going to be the individual hits. No, I don't think you're going to have enough. Yeah, you'd have to be pretty high level to get it to work. I mean, it might be doable. That's kind of cool. Ginger stopped by. That's the first time he's actually been on the stream. It's just funny that I happened to mention him earlier. Mumu Clips has been here a few times. He's in Estonia though, so he's in Europe, so the time difference can be a little tough. I do like his videos though, because he breaks a lot of stuff down. He gets really detailed in a lot of his stuff. Yeah, rats. It's always about the hunt. I think that's what draws most people that stay with Diablo 2 is just that hunt, that next possible drop. It's kind of funny. Cause yeah, I've gone like pretty good stretches without stuff, and then it'll just drop like crazy. You get that little dopamine hit. Yeah, Mark, that's what I was afraid of. Just um, I wonder if you went like one of the other builds, say for instance, because they had the one that Ginger was talking about, where you go the dual dragon and hand of justice, and then that's the fire build, and you only have 40 points that you dump into defensive auras.
I am overburdened.
What's up, Domat? Yeah, the Holy Fire setup might be doable because of the 20 less points you have to put into defensive. Oh yeah, it's super expensive. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you get everything all just like in the first couple of weeks, then you just quit the game. All right, back to the sword. That's crazy. Yeah, that Griffin still eludes me, but it'll drop someday. Skull pile. Low rune? Nope. Yeah, Scott, that's kind of a point. A lot of people had issues with Spirit being introduced into the game, and I kind of get the idea of it because I mean, Spirit just it's so cheap. You know, even though you can't technically get it until you get high enough to use a Monarch, but the weapon itself is so super cheap, and you can get it so easy or so early. So yeah, the Spirit was kind of a point of contention for a lot of people. Um, a lot of people would argue that Grief is too strong, and it like killed a lot of weapons that people were looking for or hunting for. So there can be an argument for that to a degree. I mean, but you know, it's here now, so you have to you deal with it. They're not going to take stuff out of the game. I wouldn't even see them like nerfing any of the stuff. So I mean, it you know, the game changes and you just got to go with it. I mean, the Spirit's been in the game for so long now. Oh, Monarch. Yeah, Grief is expensive for what it is. I mean, cheap because I mean it's just a low rune, which you know I say just a low rune, but in the grand scheme of things, for the power the Grief has and how much some of the other stuff costs, I mean that's kind of cheap. Somebody was saying they never got these in 4 socket on the ground. Oh, it's ethereal. Never mind. And it's got a socket in it. I mean, there's arguments to be made, but I mean, they're not going to change it, so you just got to go with it. YP, I wouldn't disagree with that. There's been many a time I wish I could teleport around town.
Not even death can save you from me.
Ah, I saw that. Thought I had me another Istroon. Yeah, I mean, Grief's in the game to stay. They're not going to modify it. I'm not seeing them make those kinds of changes. So I mean, maybe they can alter things by introducing newer stuff, but then you fall into the same trap. So I don't know. It's a tough game. It's not easy to make these kind of game decisions. Um, Sometimes you get it right. Sometimes you can really jack up the game. So they're going to be super cautious about any type of changes like that. I mean, again, with 2.4, I think overall they did a pretty good job. Um, the whole Druid IAS change was kind of weird, but I mean, I don't think they're going to adjust it. I think it's in the game to stay. I think they're just going to take a really super cautious approach to anything. So, if anything, we'll see incremental changes that maybe buff stuff, but you're not going to see those like big changes that they might have implemented in the past. Yeah, the druid thing's kind of weird. I don't know the thought process behind that one. Because, yeah, they were like super cautious with just about everything else they implemented, but then that druid change just really screwed shapeshifters. So I don't know. Maybe they'll make an adjustment with that. Maybe they listened. Maybe we'll hear something tomorrow. You know, I think tomorrow we'll see 2.4 adjustments, and maybe they'll roll back the IS change on the druid. It's hard to say. What's the elder stat? I haven't found one of these in a long time. This is the one with the XP. Yeah, the XP gain. That's kind of cool to have early on. Well, no, that's level 66. I thought it was lower level for some reason. Yeah, I mean, Scott, they could potentially. I mean, there was a lot of feedback on that. If there's any adjustments to 2.4, that might be one of them. Because there was a lot of pushback on the way they did that. So, I mean, it could potentially be something that they adjust. I don't see them making any other bigger adjustments, though. That would be the only one.
Not even death can save you from me.
Yeah, Parasite for the most part, but that Druid one does. I mean, that's kind of the consensus on the Druid shapeshift changes, that it just literally breaks a lot of the builds. Yeah, yeah. I'm curious. Because there was a lot of consensus in the guys talking about that IAS change. Yeah, actually, Rats, I do think they will. I think D4 is so far out that they got to have something to fill the gap for at least. I'm willing to bet at least 2 more years. And D2 kind of fits the bill, right? No, I think you're wrong. I think they need a stopgap to fill because their D4 I think is so far behind at this point that they need something there till they could get D4 to the point where they could start building the hype up on it. Just to kind of let it die. I think they're going to push D2 changes for a while, to be honest. I think we get 2 years worth of updates out of it. I mean, just looking at it from a business standpoint, I think they have to do something like that. I don't think once D4 comes out, I don't think they'll. I think they'll like bring it back down to where it's, you're not going to be getting the updates and stuff from it. But I just feel like D4 is way behind. Yeah, exactly. From a business standpoint, they'd be leaving money on the table because I think they're going to introduce microtransactions at some point and actually siphon a little more money out of the player base for D2. Because to be perfectly honest, I think that's what we're going to see is the microtransactions for tab slots, maybe extra character slots. They'll figure out a way to wring some money out of it. All right, 2 more runs. It's been kind of slow loot-wise today. I know some of you guys have had some pretty good luck, but I'm not seeing anything today. Even like the mid-low runes, I don't think I've even picked one up. No, rats. Yeah, 100% agree. I hate microtransactions, but Blizzard doesn't. Blizzard loves microtransactions. Darklight. I mean, I could smoke Travancore with my paladin. To be perfectly honest. And it might be, I might need to switch up areas. Might be time to farm a different spot. But when I say that, then I'll get a good drop out of here. Oh, it tried to give me that, it tried to give me the train.
I am overburdened.
I don't know if they could wring a DLC out of it. If the scuttlebutt was actually true about the Act 6 stuff, that would be a DLC and they could wring money out of it that way, but I don't know if they could actually pull something together. I mean, it could happen. But microtransactions, I'd bet money that that happens. That's a third one of these, and then I got a rare one too. Look at that nonsense. That's funny, Scott. Yeah, this, You can kind of, well, I don't know. I think, what do you guys think the source of the microtransaction stuff was? League of Legends pops into my head for what made microtransactions so popular, because they built their whole business model was free game, pay for skins, and they made a fortune. I don't think they were the first ones to do microtransactions, but I think they were the ones to make it really popular. Benjamin, probably Fortitude. I made mine in a bone weave, which is a medium. Just make sure you get an ethereal base. The weight of the bases does come into play a little bit, movement speed, that sort of thing. A medium ethereal is just probably a good middle ground. You could go like Archon if you could find a decent ethereal one. But FIFA, I never got into any of those type of games, so I don't. You could be right. To me, where I saw it become a big thing was in League of Legends. Because I mean, they made all their money because the League of Legends is free. So is it Riot that made League of Legends? They made all their money off of literally DLC or microtransactions. I mean, WoW was kind of late to the game as far as microtransactions, but I think they were on a pretty bad decline when they put that stuff in anyways. Yeah, you got to watch that with those heavy armors. That's why I didn't recommend that. That's why I kind of went with the mediums. I used an ethereal bone weave, and that's what my markers had the whole time. But I mean, there's other good options. As long as it's ethereal. Rats, those days are long gone, man. It's all about the best way to make money. Content second. I mean, there's some smaller companies out there that are probably actually have the right idea in mind, but they have a hard time gaining traction. Yeah, but all the AAA development companies, they're all about what kind of money they can make. Game content second. It's been that way for about 10 years now. I mean, Blizzard North was an amazing company before Activision took them over. So it kind of, as soon as Activision got a hold of them, sunk their claws into Blizzard, it was game over for good solid content from Blizzard. Yeah, Praetorian yeah, again, it's been that way. EA used to be the one everybody hated, then Activision bought Blizzard, and then just all the companies that were making good titles just lost their way. What's up, Tomac? Yeah, that's why we keep going back to D2, right?
Not even death can save you from me.
No runes today, boys. Unless Diablo decides to drop me one. Nope, no go. All right, I'm gonna call it there, guys. I'm gonna be on tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Eastern. Hopefully, we'll have something from the updates tomorrow to talk about. Otherwise, probably kind of be doing the same thing, but we'll see. Friday night, I'm holding out for. I'll probably be doing some Overwatch on Friday night if any guys want to play. Wife and I will be playing. And I know Scholar's going to be joining me. Dan might be there. If any of you guys want to play some Overwatch, I'll be playing with the community Friday night. But I'll be again on tomorrow night at 7 Eastern. Yeah, Overwatch on PC. Jack, I will. I promise. When I'm ready. I just got back into practicing again, so I'm trying to work up, get my fingers into a good state to where I can play well. Yeah, not today, but I mean it happens. Yeah, you know how the game goes. Don't forget to hit the like button on the way out, guys. Discord links in the description. I'm on there a pretty good bit if you want to hit me up. Any questions, whatever. Again, I'll be on tomorrow night at 7 Eastern Time. And hopefully we'll have some news from the update. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, my luck's pretty good, so. I hear you. And if you feel like joining the community, there's a join button as well. Got some cool little things that my wife added there. But yeah, you guys have a good one, and I will catch you tomorrow. Peace.